to another edition of the Market Marauder Show, beating the market one trade at a time. If you're new to the Market Marauder Show, it's an investment channel, helps you to find the best deals in the market. If that's something you're interested in, make sure you hit that thumbs up. Definitely helps the YouTube algorithm promote the videos. Alright, so we'll be going over AMC, this massive rally. They're continuing to go up more and more. Starting off today around $48, and they jumped all the way up to 51.07. So nice little spike for them. They kind of started to spike around yesterday, but um, definitely looking very healthy for AMC. So definitely shout out to all the apes out there. Shout out to everybody holding AMC. I know they have a huge community rallying around them. So shout out to everybody holding AMC. Looks like they're starting to rally yet again. I'm going to go over some of the ones in the watch list, and then I'm going to come back to AMC. So on the watch list, we got a couple that we need to add. One being ticker sign BODY. Beachbody Company starting to go up, so we're going to add that to the watch list. And then another one that we're going to add is going to be ISEE. We're going to add that one to the watch list as well. And then we're going to add TIGR to the watch list last. So AMC kind of hovering around this 50-30 level, uh, but overall still looking very bullish compared to where they started. They did have a little dip down here around back to 50 even, but overall I like this little rally. They will have to go back up and retest this 50 107 level, so that's definitely going to be a key resistance for them. 50 107, which is the high that they hit earlier this morning. Looks like they're starting to rally back up, getting closer to that 50 107 level. They're currently at 50 46 45, but definitely a huge amount of volume jumping into this one this morning. As far as some background information on them, this is their corporate press releases. They said during Labor Day weekend, finishes ahead of 2019 Labor Day weekend, first time since reopening the company, finishes higher in attendance. So just shows more people are starting to go back to the movies. And then on here it says AMC's 25 plus million multimedia campaign begins today online and social media, with new television advertising across the United States beginning. So they're starting to do some multimedia marketing for AMC. So it looks like they're trying to ramp things back up. Looks like they have a plan forward to combat the pandemic, and things are looking bright in the AMC world. So that came out 2 days ago. Definitely looks like a lot of people liked the direction forward they were going, and that shows by the increase of the stock price. So definitely 5107 is a key target price to look at for them. So jumping to the watch list, we have KPLT looking bullish at 716 is the high that it hit today, starting off from 624, so shot all the way up to 716, so that's a nice little increase for them. Kind of fell back down, bouncing off this moving average 50 line. They will have to go retest $7.16, but overall still looking bullish for KPLT. MMAT kind of fluctuating a little bit. They shot up to $5.46 today, but have since fallen back down. Looks like they're trying to rally back up a little bit, but they will have to go retest $5.46. Then we have AMC, which we talked about earlier. Next we have Apple. Apple started off at 153.95, shot up to 155.48. So that was a nice little increase. Currently at 154.88 or 86 at the current moment. I'm not suspecting for any more movement to go on with this one until getting closer to the end of the day of trading on potentially Monday, because on next week they will be having their Apple Day. So I think that's on Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. Whatever the day the 14th is, that's when they're having their Apple Day. So I suspect that it's probably going to rally getting closer to that date instead of rallying now. Next we have Ford. Ford had a pretty good week though. They shot up to like 13.22, and then this morning they shot up to 12.93. Overall, 12.74 is where they started off at. Shot up to 12.93, but then it's kind of gone down since then. Currently at 12.78. So 12.74, definitely look for a potential bounce off of that level for them to jump back up. So it looks like they already have bounced, getting closer to that level and started to rally back up. But definitely look for a bounce around 12.74. Next up, we have Neo. Neo had a little spike today. Started off at 38. 41, currently at 39.32. Hit 39.52 this morning, um, around 10 o'clock, so about 7 minutes ago. Hit a high of 39.52, but overall still looking bullish on NEO. Next, we have BAC for Bank of America. They started off yesterday with a spike to 41.35, but have fallen since to 40.61. So they're starting a little bearish downward trend today, currently at 40.65. Next, we have Clover Health. They've been going on a bearish downward trend. They kind of fell down this morning to 891. Kind of bounced from that 891 level back to where they're at 905, but still looking a little bit bearish on Clove. Next, we have ADAP, which is looking bullish. We could see that they fell down this morning to 612. So 612 is kind of the low that they had. Then they jumped from this 612 level, jumping all the way up today to 667. So nice little increase on them. 668 looks like they're starting to rally right now. So 612 was kind of the low that they had today. It looks like they're starting to rally a little bit, hitting 668, currently at 667. Next, we have MTL. MTL started off around its 426 level, jumping all the way up to 450. So that was 450 it hit yesterday. This morning, it kind of started off on a low of 432. And then currently at 437. So 450 is definitely going to be a key target price to look at for them as they continue on. If you have any stocks you want me to look at, make sure you put them down below in the chat. I appreciate everybody for watching the videos. Definitely helps out. Next, we have OPAD on the watch list. OPAD shot up this morning to $11.79. They fell down to 10.11. So a little bearish downward trend starting with OPAD. They're currently at 10.24, but going to be looking to see if they can go back up and retest that 11.79 that they hit at 9.40. Next, we have SRZN. They had a low this morning of 10.17, then jumped all the way up to 10.92. So a nice little bullish increase on SRZN, but then started a little bearish downward trend on them as well. Next on here we have IRNT. They jumped from 17.25 to 18.59. They're currently at 18.26. So they did bounce off the moving average 50. So it's a nice little healthy movement for them. So they will have to go retest 18.59 though. Next we have Root, which kind of bounced off this 645 level today, starting to rally back up at 666. But they shot up this morning to 696, so they will have to go retest 696. Next, we have Palantir, PLTR. Palantir definitely had a nice little bullish movement this morning, starting off from 26.07, jumping up to 26.73. They are starting to fall back down at the current moment. Probably going to be looking for them to bounce off the 50 around this 26.44 level. But if not, going to see if they can retest 26.73. Next, we have AEHR. AEHR looking a little volatile today. Kind of fell down to 1016, then jumped to 1104, now back down at 1070. So a lot of fluctuation going on AEHR, but a bearish downward pattern starting up again. Next, we have BBIG. BBIG's kind of been a high volume one for most of the week. Starting off this morning around this level of 1076, jumping up to 1070. So that's a nice little increase this morning, and then kind of fell back down to this 11, 14, 15 level where they currently are at. Probably going to look for them to bounce around 1108 if they do make it that far, and then see if they can bounce back up and retest this 1170 level. Next up, we have TAL. TAL looking bullish, jumped all the way up to 558. So looking bullish on them. Definitely gonna be looking to see where they go since they fell down to 527 and started this bearish downward trend today. So that's for TAL. Next, we have ZIOP. And they started off this morning, shot up to $2 and then fell down to 190. Next, we got OG, which started off this morning at 527, shot up to 634 this morning, but has since then fallen to 580. We got PMTS, which started off around $31, shot all the way up to $35.95, but pretty stagnant at 34.44. Next up, we have NMTC, which started off the day around 438, and then jumped up to this level of 462, but have gone down since then.